What is up, guys? I'm Producer GB and we are back with some more Naruto online, and today we're going to be doing the buffs for Windmane. Before I get into this, I'm going to have to tell you guys this is going to be a short buff for Windmane because she really only got one buff and a little extra damage on another ability, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. But this is going to be a shorter video than the other buffs from the other main. So let's get right into this with the first buff. The first thing they changed was Hurricane Jutsu. Let's talk about what it was before. Cause wind attribute ninjutsu damage and blindness to a selected unit and one random unit from your opponent's lineup. So basically you can blind the target, and then you can blind the another person, or it was random, right? Select a unit and one random unit. And if you had like the super sexy harem jutsu on, you can almost blind the whole team in like the first round, because you can use this. It has 0 battle round cooldown. Yeah, battlefield cooldown. There we go. It has no battlefield cooldown, so you can use this in the first turn, and you can basically have the whole team blind and they can't do their auto attack. So blinds helps against people who, you know, have too many auto attacks, like Lightning Mane. If he doesn't have the Root of the Warrior on, or I think that's what it's called for the immunity, he would not be able to attack. But if he uses one ability that gives him multiple attacks, I think you can't even blind him because he comes like immune to status effects and stuff. So it's hard to do it on Lightning Mane now, but for healers, you can put this on healers and they can't use their standard attack heal because they're blind and stuff like that. But other multiple healers, like say Lee, you put this on Lee, he can't attack, so it could mess up Lee teams. Other multiple attacker characters, put that on and they can't attack at all. Now let's see what they changed it to now. Cause wind attribute damage and blindness to the selected unit and one additional random unit. When 2 or more Breeze Dancer clones are on the field, this skill cooldown is reduced by 1. So basically, they gave it Giant Rasengan's ability. If you see here of Giant Rasengan, if there are at least 2 Breeze Dancer clones in your lineup, the skill's cooldown time will be reduced by 1. Basically, that's the exact same thing. They just gave it to this as well, so you can basically have this up every round. It has a cooldown of 2, so every round you'll have it up if you use this, and you have 2 clones on your field. And with her standard attack, Shadow Clone Jutsu, she has a chance of putting 2 clones up. And if you have this, you will already start the round with like 3 clones, so you can start the round with 3 clones, use this, blind somebody, get it back for the next round, and have it again to blind somebody again in the next round. So that's a pretty good buff. It allows you to use Hurricane Jutsu, one move that nobody really used at all. Basically every round, if you can keep your clones up, you can always wait till your standard attack phase and see if your Windmane put up 2 clones, and then activate this ability so you can get it back the next round as well. So this is basically the only thing they changed on Windmane, is the Hurricane Jutsu. Nothing else here seems like it changed. And I had to go looking. I wasn't sure if this was the only thing they changed on her. I was like, really, she only gets 1 buff out of everybody else getting like at least 3 buffs. And I went to go look, and the only thing they did, except for the Hurricane, is they added 10% more damage to the Giant Rasengan. It's not here because you can't really see it. They don't really tell you how much damage it does, but stats. But basically, that's all they did. It was added 10% more damage to Giant Rasengan. That was it. And that's the buffs for Windmane. I don't know what else to tell you, because that's all they did was just the Hurricane Jutsu. Hurricane Jutsu was a weak move, and not that many people used it unless you start off the game with it. But now you can at least use it more often if you don't want to use Dance and Impetus or Sage Art Wind Style, because these are like the 2 main ones that get used the most. And Giant Rasengan get used often, or a little bit less, but it still gets used because you can do a combo with it if you have your thing up. But most of the time people are using either Sage Naruto or Minato to get that, that their type of Rasengan type thing instead of Windmane. That's basically it for Windmane. I hope you guys enjoyed the series of videos I did for buffs of all the main characters. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I might do one more video talking about what I buy out of the grocery store. I might make a video of that showing you guys what I like to buy in the grocery stores, and maybe it'll help you guys decide what you want to spend your sun and moon coins on. If you guys want me to do that video, let me know. Before we go, let's try to get to 5,000 subscribers. That's our goal. If you guys enjoy, hit that like button. If you did not, hit that like button. Anyway, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I said Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a breeze. Hey.